Superstar Rajinikanth Starrer 2.0 is all set to hit the cinema halls, and just a couple of days ahead of the release, Cellular Operations Association of India has written a complaint to the Central Board of Film Certification and Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Telecom companies are deeply concerned about the depiction of mobile phones and mobile towers in a harmful way in the film's teasers, trailer, and other promotional videos. Yes, telecom operators are offended over the content in this film. So as you can see that the movie, even before its release, a highly anticipated Rajinikanth Starrer film has in fact hit up a bit of a road bump in that sense, where Cellular Operators Association of India has in fact written to the CBFC as well as the INB ministry, raising objections about some of the contents shown in the trailer and teasers of this movie. They say that the approach taken in the trailers and teasers seems to be not scientific, not of a scientific attitude, and they are saying, writing into the CBFC and the INB ministry, saying that there should be some sort of action taken of the filmmakers. However, doctors from the Indian Medical Association rubbish the idea that radiation from the mobiles have any effects on humans or animals.
As per the reports that are coming in, the movie, if it is showing side effects and bad effects of radiations from towers and mobile phones on men and birds and everybody, I think it's a myth. It's a misconcept. And maybe they are trying to sensationalize things, or they want to show everything to the public in a negative way. But all reports till now, whether from WHO or from COAI and even Government of India, they have till now adhered to the fact, scientifically, technically, that these radiations have no effects on the body of persons. The usage of mobile phones has increased so much over the years, and till now there is not even one person who can be genuinely called sick because of mobile phones or towers.
We are joined by telecom expert Mr. Anuj Jain over the phone line. Mr. Jain, thanks for speaking to Mirror Now. We of course heard what the doctors have to say on some of the aspects shown in the trailer and teasers of the movie. But being from the telecom industry, sir, if you could just tell us, what are the grievances? We have, of course, seen what are some of the objections raised by the Cellular Operators Association. But then also, the other side would argue that it is about artistic freedom. It's just a movie.
Yes, so thank you for inviting me to today's show. I think that this is more like a sci-fi movie, and we should let the artists, talk about their opinions or views. I don't think they're trying to give any conclusive evidence or otherwise. It's just a depiction of what they think. And while we talk about technology, there are several movies which talk about the bad usage of internet. Doesn't mean that we should stop using internet. I don't think that the movie is intended to stop using mobile phones in any way. I think we're just overthinking about this entire issue at this point.
That's right, Mr. Jain. So you are, of course, of the side who believes that there should be some sort of artistic freedom, that there should be, in fact, the makers of the film have a license to actually create fiction and show that on the big screen. And that is something that people should take just in terms of a movie and not as something which is being referred to in real life. So that is, of course, from one point of view. But of course, we have seen what the Cellular Operators Association have, in fact, raised some serious objections, saying that the movie shows a very negative, anti-scientific attitude. Actually, what would you say about that?
And perhaps this is just a concern because the radiation problems has been a topic which they haven't been able to conclusively mention that there are no radiation problems because there are no long-term studies for India particularly. I think that it's just the community is becoming a little nervous with such topics. I don't see that this movie is in any way trying to hurt the sentiment of the telecom industry. There have been many movies in Hollywood that talk about technology, and several movies that have tried to show how technology can create a lot of menace in someone's life with privacy and other things. Doesn't mean that you ban the movie for that cause. It's an artist or a creative person's impression of what they think something can happen, not that necessarily it's happening.
That's right. But also, Mr. Jain, do you think it has got something to do with the fact that, it is a big blockbuster? It is, starring two very big stars, Rajinikanth as well as Akshay Kumar in the lead. And also the fact that Rajinikanth, of course, has huge popularity. And even the character in this movie has been hugely popular. So is it, do you think, a reaction to the fact that such a multi-star, a big blockbuster is showing, picking up a topic which, as you said, there have been, of course, concerns over radiation. There's not been any long-term study to prove conclusively about the harmful effects, if at all, caused from radiation from mobile phones and mobile towers. But do you think it's also because of the fact that big names are attached to the movie that you feel that the association thinks that there should be some sort of responsibility attached to the names who are associated with this movie?
For the trailer at the moment, I don't have the exact facts. I've not seen the movie. I wouldn't know what exactly would be the content. But as per the major trailer that I've seen, it seems more towards the technology and the addiction of technology that people have, where they're just trying to show the ill effects. So anything in excess is always poison. You eat too much of salt, that's a problem. You eat too much of sugar, the basic things, they are a problem. So I'm not really sure about the content. But it doesn't seem that they're targeting radiation as a major part. They're talking more about technology and how people are getting addicted, and it's all about the mobile phones and how mobile phone becomes a devil. But that's something like, it's more like a creative way of putting it.
Right. Mr. Jain, thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now.